everybody. Shoot, can I turn around for you to say hello to everybody? There you are. There's Ped and Pop. Tell everybody where we're going.
To the farm.
What do we got to do tomorrow?
And green beans.
And
Fix
potatoes?
and plant potatoes.
All right. We love that up there, don't we?
Yep.
Everybody will have to watch the replay to get you. They're slow coming in today. But of course I can't ever, usually 5 o'clock seems to be about a good time for everybody. Hi everybody. Oh, well Michelle. Oh honey, I meant to let you know I was going live. Good grief. Good grief, good grief. Helen Dixon. Listen, for everybody that wants to get concerned when I take my eye off of the road and I look at my phone, I'm on a straight stretch with not one vehicle around me. I'm not in a curve looking. I am not taking any risks whatsoever. It is no different than if I wanted to reach over and look and grab something out of my purse. So for all you hotty toddies that want to judge me for driving and make nasty, I delete them. I delete the nasty comments. I don't have time. Which leads me into exercise your rights. This is a two-part right thing, okay? Oh my gosh. I've said before on lives, political correctness absolutely makes me nuts. And I decided a very long time ago, before I was even into YouTube, this has nothing to do with, YouTube. When I decided political correctness was nothing but to shut people up for what was coming. Hi there, Miss. Did I speak to you, Helen? I think I did. Okay, let me just drive and, because I'm getting ready to get to the curvy part. I'm a little bit later on this road, going live than I wanted to be. Ooh, the river's beautiful, y'all. Wish y'all could see it. But I think that was nothing but DC's plan to shut everybody up for everything that we're going through right now. It is absolutely crazy what we're going through now. It is awful that platforms censor. I think that's horrible. But that new platform that was put up by our previous president, I would not join that thing for anything. You think I want to talk about some data collection? Now, I think that's previous president's platform. That's what that's all about. He could have gone back on Twitter. All the people that was watching him on Twitter. I wouldn't join that thing if somebody paid me to. No way. I'm not on it. And as a matter of fact, I don't know anybody that is. And I'll tell you why. Because, maybe if he didn't know in the beginning, which I think he did, he knows now. If I know, regular people know. That warp speed on that thing, oh, for Pete's sake, he knows what's in that now. Still doing speeches, pushing that thing. Freedom of speech, he can do what he wants to. We can all do what we want to. Now, doesn't mean video won't get taken down, don't mean a channel won't get taken down. It's all our own individual right to be able to exercise our rights. Period. Listen, y'all, I've had 3 hit pieces done on me. Do you all think, did anybody see me get on YouTube pissing and moaning about it, making comments about it, carrying on about it? No. Because there's such thing as freedom of speech. But that's really not what I'm wanting to talk about today. The freedom of speech. I'm wanting to talk about the Second Amendment right. We've already given up enough of our freedom of speech. And if it keeps going, and you know, these liberal states, they want to take that Second Amendment and just chomp it to pieces. Well, you know, I've never really made a big deal out of this, but I am going to make a big deal out of this. Did you all see my last video? I think it was my last one I uploaded. I did 2 videos while I was at the farm over the weekend and uploaded it. Yeah, it was the last one. Y'all, you know, when it, let me sidetrack a minute. I'll get back to where I was going. Very few views on the 3 must-haves, and then at the end, I forgot I really had 4 must-haves. Working on the garden. You need Billy's bone sauce to keep the deer out. That crap works 100%. That's what that video is about. Plus, you need perennial plants. That's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. You know, my garden videos are the lowest views. Yeah, you're not going to convince me everybody that watches my channel is an expert gardener, knows everything. You're not going to convince me that there's everybody that watches my channel knows about Billy's bone sauce, keeping the deer out of your blasted garden and getting it completely chewed up and eat up like 2 of the 3 gardens I had last year. You're not going to convince me of that. So what that tells me is even the president has said we got food shortages coming and very few people are preparing. I know a few of you are. You've told me. I know what you're doing. But that bone sauce works. That's what that video is about. Plus a couple other things. Anyway, back to the Second Amendment. My point of bringing up my last video on the dust that was flying around, you know, that stuff's hard to catch on video. And I was thrilled to death that I caught it on video. But I wanted to point out something about that video. After I showed my son tailgating, making me dinner, it looked like, for some reason, I had a glitch and my screen went black. I don't know why I wasn't talking, running my mouth at that split second. Well, because I was having to be careful where I step. When I step past the light, that is the black abyss of my farm. You can't see your hand in front of you. That's how dark and out in the country it is. That's what leads me to the Second Amendment rights. I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to make a big deal out of it. Now, you know, the house that we just came from, it's in a community, and we do have a regulation that you cannot fire anything off 500 feet from a residential dwelling. Well, you know, there's nobody where my farm is within 500 feet of each other. And there is people firing off all times, day and night, just practicing, got a critter running around. You know, nobody thinks anything about it. You don't even look up if you hear something. You don't look up if you hear somebody target practicing. Nobody cares. You're not within 500 feet of a dwelling. In my state, I went through the class. I've got the paperwork at any time. It never expires. I could go to the deputy sheriff's office. I could submit my paperwork and I could get a concealed carry permit that shows that I have been trained to carry. But before I did that, our illustrious governor went in, and I don't know what the Senate and the House did, but anyway, before I paid that $125 for that little stupid card, they said we don't have to have a card. Concealed carry, no permit. Stand your ground state. If y'all don't know what that means if you are fearful for your safety, you can pop a cap on somebody, take them out, and you are protected by law in my state. Okay? Now let me remind you of another story. My daddy was in the Army. He took me to the gun range every Saturday. When I was 16 years old, he decided I was old enough. And every Saturday, I fired my weapon until several Saturdays in a row, I could hit the bullseye every time. Every time. When my son went into the Marines and they wanted to get a baseline for how good all of them were with their rifles. My son shot expert first time. And his commanding officer came over. He's laying on his stomach and shooting at the target. Kicked his boot and said, "Boy, who taught you to shoot?" He said he turned around, looked over his shoulder and said, "My mother, sir." So, let me tell you, I had a guinea. If y'all know what a guinea is, they got those little bitty heads on those fat chicken-like looking bodies. I had one running last year, lost its mind. It was attacking my turkeys. I posted myself up on a tree, up against a tree, and I popped a cap on that little bitty head of that guinea, and it was running. So, if you know how big a guinea head is, and I posted up and popped a cap, dropped that guinea where it was running right in its steps, y'all know I'm pretty good at that. So, I am fully saying that where I'm headed, I can fully exercise my Second Amendment right. 100%. I've been fooled with, been messed with. Y'all have heard those stories. Not going to go through it again. They ain't no playing up there. Ain't no playing up there. No, I don't have to play. I don't have to take into consideration where the other place is, which I would anyway. I have the right, stand your ground state. I have that right. But y'all saw that black abyss out in the middle of nowhere. Did that roll your belly, baby? So people need to take into consideration. I'm one hell of a marksman.
Yeah, that did roll my belly.
Did
and I also blew a very big bubble.
You blew a very big bubble?
Yep.
That's awesome. So,
It was so big.
I will hesitate less to protect this boy up here where some people might think it's in the middle of nowhere. And this will be a familiar statement for several of you. I've heard this for 2 years, so this is not new information. But, you know, people like to discredit people. And I've heard all the stories about she's a crazy old lady. Been hearing it for 2 years. It amazes me how far that crazy old lady lets discredit her so nobody believes her bullshit went. But anyway, this is not a crazy old lady. I am anything but crazy. And you can take that to the bank. Take it to the bank. But everybody's time comes. Everybody has a day of reckoning. God will deal with everybody. And you know, sometimes they don't have to wait for God's vengeance or God's questioning when they get to the pearly gates. Sometimes it happens right here on this earth. Yep, sure does. And I still stand by, at this point in time, that I have been told, go to your bed and be silent. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That is still on my heart at this very moment. That's what God's telling me. God could change his mind. It's happened before. Maybe there's just a timing issue. But I must be obedient to my Lord. I must. There's no second guessing. There's no questions. I must be obedient to my Lord. And anybody that questions that, y'all need to get in the Bible. Because I'm being obedient. I'm the one that has to answer God. When I know he gave me a clear message, he gave me clear scriptures that I shared with y'all a few videos ago. But I just thought maybe I might better come on here and be a full-blooded American and let y'all know that I believe in our freedom of speech. I believe in our freedom to carry and exercise that right. Take that for what you want. I make no threats when it comes to my Second Amendment rights and my safety and the safety of my grandson. That's a promise. It's a promise. I will exercise that right. And for y'all that know my history, you know why it's important to me. I have never, I've said, oh, I'll bust a cap on somebody, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not a threat. That's a promise. It's a promise. So, whoever needs that message, or needs to share that message, might want to share that message. Because I have felt for a long time, when pills were laid beside a pack and play, 6 of them, 2 of them were cracked and the powder out of the capsules. If I had not taught Ethan at 2 years old, you don't pick up anything, you always ask at Nanny, thank God I found that first. If he'd have taken those 6 pills, it'd have killed him. Would have killed him. I've got a witness to that. So, I ain't no crazy old lady. I'm not some stupid grandma. I've got enough degrees behind my hind end to prove I'm not stupid. Ain't a dumb thing about me. And I sure ain't lacking in common sense. No. Not lacking in common sense at all. So, anyway, I just thought before me and little Punky got up there in the middle of nowhere in the abyss, I might better remind somebody this isn't a crazy old woman giving a threat. This is a very smart woman that knows her rights, that is very good with handling a weapon. And that's a promise. Promise. So, take it for what you will. I thought I'd better say that. Because there's a lot of questions going around about the videos that I've done. And everybody can guess, everybody can assume, everybody can think what they want to. But this is one thing I don't want anybody guessing about. I don't want anybody guessing. I will exercise my Second Amendment right. And any day and every day that I decide I don't like political correctness, I can exercise my freedom of speech. Sure can. I'm a full believer in it. You might not like what some people have to say. Okay? Don't listen to it. Snafu has mentioned my name on I don't know how many of his lives and videos now, so I think I can mention his. If you don't like what he has to say, don't watch. Don't watch. Or watch and shut up. I had 3 hit pieces done on me. Snafu only did one of them. Somebody else did the other 2. And it was based on misinformation. I didn't comment. Never opened my mouth about any of that stuff. If you don't like what's being said, don't watch it. Plain and simple. But he has the right to exercise his and voice his opinion, same as the rest of us. Same as the rest of us, y'all. I said that at the time my hit piece was done. So, take it for what you will. I didn't give you no hidden meanings. I said pretty much what I need to say. Now, I know people are guessing and just leave what you're thinking about me alone. That's in God's time. And I will not go against God. Oh, Lord, praise God. Thank you, Jesus. Gas down here is $4.29 a gallon. I just left where gas is $4.39 a gallon. That's why I came down here to get gas. Oh, I'm under this metal. I'm going to lose y'all. So anyway, there's all I had to say. Exercise your rights. Whatever right that we constitutionally have, exercise your rights. You don't have to. You can't be forced to. If you don't like what somebody else is doing or what I'm saying, don't watch. Don't assume. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But I made somebody a promise today. A good promise. I never would have said. I will watch the replay. Might go to my neighbor's and use his Wi-Fi, but I don't know. I'll be up here a couple days. Might wait till I get home. I don't know. But y'all know I'll go back and I will watch your comments. But the weather is beautiful. You're not watching my gardening videos. That's your right. You don't have to. It's not about watching my videos. It's to let me know if anybody's trying to learn something to plant some food. I'm worried about that. Those shortages are coming. Oh my gosh. Here I can still change my propane tanks for $19. Woo! I've got to exchange some propane tanks to get filled back up again. If you're, y'all need to be thinking about all that. None of this prepping is going away. No matter what is going on in YouTube world, the prepping and getting ready for what is about to happen. I have heard from multiple very good sources that we're going to be lucky if we have till September. Midterms are coming in November. And I truly think these gas prices, they can't get by with the lockdown, so they're going to have us lock ourselves down because most people cannot afford these gas prices. They just can't. Propane hasn't gone up, but there's supposed to be a propane shortage coming. I reported that back in August last year. Got that from my propane supplier when I was thinking about putting a tank in. So anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Me and Ethan love you. You want to tell everybody goodbye? You love them?
Goodbye, I love you.
There you go. You couldn't have it from a sweeter heart than that. So we're going to go plant some potatoes and probably drop some green beans in the ground tomorrow.
Yep.
And then we'll see ya when we get back on grid.
Yep.
I love y'all. Keep prepping. Keep praying. Protect our rights, y'all. Protect them. All of them. All of them. Freedom of speech is just about down the tubes. The next one's coming. That's the one. I mean, they're both equally as important. I couldn't pick one. Okay? Love y'all. Till next time. See ya.